to my channel, and thanks for tuning back in to see another video from me. I'm coming to you today to tell you about some benefits of castor oil. Yes, you heard it right. At least about 30 benefits that I've researched and known about that are useful for using castor oil. And this is the brand that I currently have. Okay, and castor oil is, I have it in this organic form. It is 100% pure and natural castor oil. It's a cold press. It's hexane free, and it is a fast absorbing castor oil. Now, if it doesn't come in this brown like bottle to sort of keep it you know, really good and super absorbing, then it's a possibility that you might have one that has the hexane in it. But they recommended purchasing the castor oil in the darker bottle to keep it even longer and at its purest state. But in this box, it also came with a eyelash applicator. And once I go through some of the benefits of the castor oil that I know that is good for, you'll see why they send the eyelash applicator with it. Now, I was advising that one of the first benefits that castor oil is good for is it's going to be a good arthritis remedy. So if you know someone that is bothered with arthritis, it advised that castor oil is good for helping with those symptoms of arthritis. Okay, sorry. One of the benefits of castor oil is used for arthritic relief, you know, relieving the pain from arthritis. And I do hair, so there's a lot of times I could have problems with back after being in the shampoo bowl, my shoulders, my arms, my wrists. And so it just advised to take a cloth and you can apply the castor oil to that and place it on the area, and then lay a warm water bottle or a warm hot pad on top of the cloth, saturated with the castor oil, and it's supposed to go down into that joint area to help relieve the joint pain that you're experiencing from that area. So now, I'm not a doctor, so any of these things that you want to try out, any of these things you want to use the castor oil for, you can definitely do so. But I advise you to research it, and also advise to make sure that you are not allergic to castor oil, to always do a spot check of it on your forearm. Let it stay overnight, 24 hours. If when you wake up the next morning you have some irritation or inflammation from applying the castor oil to your skin, they don't recommend that you use castor oil. Okay, so that's one of the things first that you need to consider. One of the second things that castor oil is good for is they're good for getting rid of stretch marks. So all of us ladies, if you've ever had a child, you know that, you know, sometimes women are left with stretch marks, especially if you didn't keep your stomach or thighs or whatever lubed up during pregnancy. If you scratched the skin while it was stretching with the baby bump, then some of us are left behind with stretch marks. And if you don't get them on your stomach, like I didn't get stretch marks on my stomach, but some people get them down the side of their thighs. You can definitely use the castor oil on those areas, massaging deep down into the tissues. And anytime you warm up castor oil on the skin or on that area, it's supposed to help it absorb even more, to go down into that tissue and sort of help the castor oil work more proficiently. The third thing is going to be for treating acne. Castor oil has some anti-inflammatory properties in it. So if you have a flare-up of acne or some kind on your skin, you can definitely apply it over that affected area and okay, see what the benefits would be for it reducing those pimples down or alleviating them leaving scarring or any of that behind after you've had an outbreak. You can cleanse your face with castor oil. What it recommends is that you clean your skin with whatever you're using to clean it with, and then after you've toned it or use your witch hazel or whatever, you go over top of this clean dry skin with the castor oil all over and leave it in place. It's also known to, once you've used castor oil on your face, it helps any other product that you use on after using castor oil as your moisturizer, deep cleansing, anti-inflammatory, relieving acne or any whatever on your skin, inflammation of your skin, that it helps amplify whatever, you know, other product that you're using to clean your skin with. It helps it go down in there and get to the areas it needs to get to tighten, firm, whatever it is, tone your skin up. Another use for castor oil is going to be to eliminate fine lines and wrinkles. Like I said, it is an anti-inflammatory product. It will sort of go in there and bond some stuff back and tighten it up. That's why they advise you. It is good for alleviating stretch marks and what have you on your skin. So they also recommend it for alleviating fine lines and wrinkles in your skin. So with repeated use of the product along with other things that you're using, you definitely can see some youthful results out of your skin. More glowy, more plush, more, you know, full, not so old looking or aged. And I feel like anytime you use any kind of moisturizer or lotions or anything like that, even to your legs and hands and stuff, the more you apply that moisture, the more youthful looking your skin appears to me, instead of leaving it dry and cracky and not moisturized. So I feel like with the moisture, with adding the castor oil that sort of goes in there and helps repair some stuff, that it will give you a more youthful glow. The next thing that it's good for is for hair growth. Castor oil has some antifungal properties in it, so that if you have any issues with your scalp being inflamed, dandruff, psoriasis, or different inflammatory things that could pop up on your scalp, the castor oil should help alleviate it. One, it treats it, and then it'll help with your hair growing. So it is advisable that it's good for hair growth. And if you go back and watch my DIY hair grease and oils that I apply for hair growth, you'll notice that castor oil was one of the oils that I added to that hair grease. Okay, the next one is going to be, it also relieves constipation. Sometimes they advise that you just drop a little bit in your navel at night. It helps lubricate your colon. And so if you do that, it helps with, and then rub it all around over your stomach. It helps with alleviating inflammation. It keeps your colon lubricated. And it also, coming up on the next thing that it helps is, it helps minimize your cramps or from your menstrual. So if you're having a problem with really bad menstrual cramps, you can add like some castor oil to your lower stomach, or down at the bottom of your stomach, or all around your stomach. Then add a heating pad to it, and you'll notice that when it's time for your next monthly, the cramping should not be as bad as it was. The only thing about it is, once you've repaired the signal that your menstrual is starting, then you might be caught out if you don't keep up with how it rolls around on the calendar. You might come on and not know it came on, okay? When you alleviate the signals, the cramping that is about to start. Okay, the next thing it says that it does is it treats ringworm. So it has undifilin. Okay, another thing that castor oil is good for is repelling moles in your yard. So if you're having problems with moles in your yard, you can use castor oil to get rid of them. Supporting your lymphatic system. It advises good for circulation and getting your lymphatic system back to operating like it's supposed to. Massaging the oils down your legs, your arms, your thighs, what have you. It helps relieve migraines. So if you're a person that suffers with migraines a lot, the castor oil is good to help alleviate migraines. It's good for soothing mouth sores. So if you're a person that deals with sores on your mouth, your lips, what have you, then it's good to relieve those because it does have anti-inflammatory properties. It helps to soothe muscle aches and pains. Like we advised, the first thing we talked about is it reducing the effects of arthritis. So the same thing with muscle aches and pains. If you work out or and you get sore or having some knee pains, you can definitely apply the castor oil to those areas. Apply a heating pad or something over them, and you'll notice that it helps relieve that joint ache and pain. It helps relieve insomnia. If you're a person that don't go to sleep at night or have periods of time that you feel like it's hard for you to fall asleep, the castor oil helps relieve insomnia. It advised to put some castor oil over the top of your eyelids, and it will help you relax, and then you'll eventually go off to sleep. If you're not a person that wants to use melatonin every night, different stuff to help you go off to sleep, the castor oil will help. Just put some on top of your eyelids and you'll drift on off to sleep. It helps eliminate corns on your feet. So if you're a person that you've did ballet, or you wore heels, or you had some shoes to rub your pinky toe or your big toe or your little other toes, and you're having issues with corns, they advise rubbing the castor oil over them, and it'll help soften and alleviate the corn off of your toes. Also, it advises it does have antifungal properties. We went through a list of 30 things that castor oil helps with, that you can apply this stuff as home remedies of things that you can help with at home, that castor oil does to alleviate a multitude of different things. Now, everything I list, you can look it up and see how to apply it to help you with how it works. But majority of the time, you just apply it topically. You don't really ingest castor oil. You can, but they don't recommend that you ingest it often because it does have side effects if you ingest it too regular or often. But the castor oil will work topically without you having to ingest it at all. Okay, so these are the 30 benefits of castor oil that I have researched and found out, and some of them I have used and it's proven to work. Like the one that goes in your navel, I have put castor oil on for joint pain. Like I said, I am a hairstylist, a cosmetologist, so when you're working and you're styling and you're driving and you're doing a lot of things that help that put that pain inside of your joints, it helps to go down in there and relieve that ache and pain that you might be feeling from it just being overworked, basically. I have used it on my skin to help with fine lines, wrinkles, what have you. I've used it on my heels and they're smooth and soft. So some of these things I've applied them myself and they've worked for me. So that's the reason why I'm coming to you to advise you on these things and how they were able to work for me. Now, I'll link this castor oil down below. I'll link the castor oil down below. If you're interested in picking it up, you can definitely do so by clicking on the link. I did cop this from Amazon and it was reasonably priced. It was, I think, about $9 and some change. So, and that's if the price haven't changed on Amazon, because sometimes they can go up and down, fluctuate as far as price, but it was affordably priced for this size bottle. Now, if you're gonna use it, sharing it with somebody else, you might want to get a bigger bottle than I got. Of course, it does advise this is a 2 flow ounce bottle. It's all I have, a 2 flow ounce bottle. So if you are going to use it a lot, you're sharing it with your kids, your husband, your other people that live with you or don't, you might want to cop a bigger bottle than the 2 flow ounce. That way, you know, everybody can experience the castor oil, effects of the castor oil, without you running out of your oil. But a little goes a long way, and it advised that to help it further absorb, you can apply it to a cotton ball or a cloth. Apply it over the area that you're trying to treat, and then add a heat pad or a heating bottle over top of it, because warming it up helps it absorb even better. Okay, this is all for this video. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comment section if you've used any of these remedies, if you used castor oil in the past to cure anything, or not, if not cure it, you've used it for pain relief or in your navel, or you've used it for treating acne or wrinkles. If you've used castor oil for any of these things, or to grow your hair, leave it down in the comment section. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, because it let YouTube know that you're liking the content that I'm bringing. Now, give me some points or tips or tricks of or ideas of the next video you would like to see from me. And yeah, until the next time, bye.